Kyndall Jack of Costa Mesa, one of the 2 lost hikers rescued from the Santa Ana Mountains near Holy Jim Canyon, was expected to be released from UCI Medical Center late Monday evening. 18-year-old Jack was lost in the wilderness for 4 days before she was rescued. More than 100 people, including volunteers, took part in the search for Jack and her friend, 19-year-old Nicolas Cendoya. Cendoya was found Wednesday night and Jack on Thursday. When she arrived at the hospital, she was diagnosed as dehydrated, delirious, and hypothermic. Jack spoke to reporters late Monday afternoon.
So Kyndall's just going to say a few words. She'll take us just a couple of questions, and then we're going to take her back inside the hospital, and she'll be going home a little later tonight.
Hi, I just wanted to thank everybody for searching for me and praying for my safe return home and for Nick's safe return home too. That's all. I just wanted to thank everybody.
How are you feeling?
Better. Still in a lot of pain, but it's getting better.
Tell us what you remember, Kyndall.
I only remember the first night, and the last thing I remember of the first night was fighting off some animal with Nick, and then I just remember the last day scooting down a little hill. Well, actually it wasn't really little, it was actually like a cliff, and then just resting on my little rock for the rest of the time being.
Do you remember how you and Nick got separated?
I don't remember anything in between, nothing.
Didn't you think you would make it out?
I honestly didn't even know I was missing. I didn't know I was gone. I didn't know anything was going on. I just thought I was in a big dream, and there's lots of different aspects of the dream that played a part.
How did you survive like juices out of the plants, like that, or?
I don't remember drinking anything. I know I ate dirt, tried to eat some dirt and rocks, and I came to the hospital with a big mouthful of dirt, and that was all I remember.
So you're like hallucinating or
yeah, definitely hallucinating a lot. My parents were in jail half the time.
In your hallucination?
In my mind, yeah. And I was searching for my little sister. So that's all I remember. Oh, and I was getting eaten by a python. Like Nick saw the tigers. I don't know if he said that. Nick saw tigers. I was getting eaten by a python half the time.
Have you spoken to Nick?
Yes, we saw each other yesterday.
Tell us how you became separated Sunday night.
I don't remember. The last thing I remember is fighting off animals, and then that's all I remember.
What was it like when you spoke to him?
I don't know what animal it was.
Yeah, we heard on the 911 call, we heard at one point, you said, it sounded like you saw something, and Nick said that's just a branch. But was that when you thought you saw an animal or something?
No, I started hallucinating way before, because we ran out of water, and then I just remember trying to get to the top because that's where we told the police we were, and I just felt things on the ground, and I saw animals, but they ended up being branches. So.
You ever plan on going back up the mountains?
Oh, definitely not. But I don't know. I said I was never going hiking after Supai, and that didn't work out.
Tell us about when you saw Nick. Did he come visit you here yesterday?
Yeah, he did.
Tell us about that reunion.
Oh, it was really good. We tried to figure out what was happening, but we both just told each other basically that we were in different dreams and that we didn't even know anything was going on. We had no idea we were missing, so.
Do you remember falling off a cliff?
I just remember scooting down a cliff on my, like just scooting down it. That's all.
What are your injuries? I see some scrapes on your arm.
Oh yeah, I have frostbite on my hand, so I can't really move my fingers. And then this is my legs. You guys want to check it out? That's basically it. I'm trying to walk still, so.
Kyndall, Nick talked about how this experience made him, that he basically is learning from it, and that he's going to be a different man. Do you feel that way?
Definitely gonna change some of the things that I look at, the way that I look at things, yeah.
Anything that you want to talk about?
Not really.
Yeah, whose idea was it to go there that day? How did you guys pick this place? Had either of you ever been there before?
No. We just wanted to go on a hike, and we weren't doing anything, so we searched for a place to hike around the area, and we went off trail. And
describe how you were dressed and what you had with you when you guys went out on Sunday.
I had a backpack with my cell phone and my glasses, my wallet. I don't know where that is. And I had shoes, brand new Nikes that I didn't come back with. I had shorts and a jacket.
And I'm sorry, I hadn't heard this before. Were you and Nick's boyfriend, girlfriend, or just friends? Or?
No, me and Nick are just friends.
Okay.
That was like our first or second time hanging out, so we're not a couple.
Are you going to stay friends after all?
Of course. We just created a really big bond, I don't think.
Any word for the rescuers?
Oh yes, I definitely want to thank Fred and Jim. Definitely Fred and Jim. Fred was the one that found me when I was in a different mind state, and then Jim is the one that lifted me up, and I definitely hope to get in contact with them and say thank you in person, because that's a big part of everything that's happening now.
When you were laying on the ledge and you saw people finally reach you, were you well enough to even comprehend what was happening? What were you thinking?
I didn't know. I remember people yelling my name, and I was telling them to shut up and that I was running out of air, so I didn't want to reply to them, because earlier I had been hallucinating people calling my name, and I just thought it was all a big joke.
Did you ever give up hope at any point, or did you?
Yeah, I definitely gave up hope. Yeah, there were some times where I didn't think I was gonna make it.
Kyndall, did they explain, did doctors or rescuers explain to you just how close to death you really were?
They probably did. I think they said like I could have died if I stayed out there any longer. So.
Do you remember why you went off the trail at all in the first place?
It seemed fun. Yeah, we just saw a good place and we're like, oh, we're just gonna scale the mountain here. Wasn't that
You finally
great?
got to see your parents again. Were you conscious enough or able to say anything to them?
I started crying when I saw them, but I was in and out of consciousness, so I don't really remember.
Any broken bones? You're in the chair now, but any broken bones, or is this mainly just scrapes and bruises?
No, it's just scrapes and bruises all along my legs and my hands, and that's it.
No poison ivy or anything?
No.
What did the doctors tell you about the prognosis for your left hand with the frostbite?
That I just have to keep moving it. It's really swollen right now. I can't really close it. They just said that it's gonna take a few weeks to heal and for me to be able to use it again.
Do you think it'll be okay eventually?
Yeah, it's gonna be okay.
Did you lose any weight from not drinking water, eating? I mean,
Well, I hope so. I hope I look good right now. I didn't weigh myself.
I know that Nick said he lost a bunch of weight.
Oh yeah.
Inside his
He still looks good. It's fine.
You said the first thing you remember, fighting off an animal, some kind of him that night, and then the next thing you remember is sliding down that hill, and you don't remember anything in between.
The only thing I remember in between is the hallucination and dreams. Like, I don't know. I remember my friends at one point when I woke up from a coma, they told me to drink out of the cup, but the straw from the cup was tree stems, so the only thing I can think of is that I thought that my friends were telling me to drink out of the stems of the tree. I mean, just things like that.
When you realized you had lost Nick, what went through your mind? Did you have any?
I didn't know I lost Nick. I didn't even know I was with Nick.
How was that?
It was that bad. I don't remember.
What's the last thing you remember before the hallucinations started?
The fighting off the animals.
So you think that those were real animals that you were fighting off?
Well,
or-
me and Nick talked about it, and he remembered fighting off animals too. So pretty sure they were real.
Do you know what kind?
Couldn't see. All I had was a lighter, and I was trying to light the sky. I was standing in like a tree, and then I dropped the lighter, and we couldn't see anything after that.
Can you describe your state of mind? Was it dark when you guys made that phone call to 911? And
Oh yeah, it was dark.
What was your state of mind as you guys are making that phone call? And how long did it take you guys to realize, hey, we better call 911? We're really lost.
Well, we just wanted to get to the top, and then we finally realized that it was too dark for us to finish getting to the top. And then we called 911, and I started to get like an anxiety attack, and I started throwing up, and I just lost it. Like I just went in and out of consciousness after the 911 call.
And you were hot and sweaty from the hike as well.
Oh yeah. We wanted to touch the clouds. That was why we went up there. We wanted to be in the clouds at the top.
Kyndall, what do you want to say to others? There are plenty of people who go up there hiking unprepared like you and Nick were. What do you want to say to those people?
Just stay on the trail. We didn't stay on the trail, and that's how we got lost. Bring lots of water. We had 3 water bottles for the 2 of us. Though we didn't think we were going to be out there that long, you should probably bring as much equipment as possible. I told Nick we should bring a flashlight, and we should have, because that would have been a lot of help.
So you just had your glasses, your cell phone, your wallet, and a backpack, right? Anything else?
His car keys.
And just car keys and then the water, the 3 bottles.
Yeah.
What time you guys got up there that day?
No.
You said you were standing in the tree? Did you climb the tree to get away from the animals?
I don't know how I got on the tree. I was in the tree before the animals came. I was trying to light the sky with the lighter for the helicopter that they said they were sending, which we don't remember coming at all. So
You weren't trying to set the tree on fire. You were just trying to.
I was just trying to make light because our phones died. So that's all.
Did you get testy between you two at certain points when you realized you were lost?
No, the only thing is I remember Nick like going in and out of consciousness after the lighter went out, and I told him not to close his eyes because I was afraid he was gonna knock out, and we just kept telling each other, don't close your eyes, don't fall asleep. That's all.
Do you remember Nick falling? Because he mentioned that he thought maybe he fell into the window.
I don't remember anything, no.
You don't remember how long you were on that ledge for? You could have been there for.
I could have been there for all the days, but I don't remember.
Kyndall, how big were your water bottles? Were they like little,
Regular water bottles.
just like that?
Yeah.
And you had 3 between the two of you?
Yes.
And you started hallucinating Sunday night
Yes.
from dehydration?
Yes. Definitely, yes. Hallucinating.
Have you ever gone hiking before?
To Supai. But that was with like school, when I was in school.
Any first thing you want to do once you get out, or did you talk to yourself at all on the mountain about what you'll do if you get out of this mess?
No.
Are you being released right now or not yet?
No. Later on today.
Later today.
Yeah. All right. Thank you.
Thank you,
Good luck.
Kyndall.
Thanks a lot.